Previously from the Hood Blogger.
This story is a different type of story. It's really based on the music. It's not solely based on the streets, and
Okay.
this story, when you look at, like, you got people that watch Paid in Full, they watch American Gangster,
Yes.
they watch Scarface, they watch Goodfellas, they watch Gotti, they watch all these different films where it was somebody that died, somebody that cooperated, somebody that became an enemy. It's in every story, and people watch Paid in Full 1,000 times.
Facts.
They know that Alpo told. They know what happened, with AZ. They know all of these things, but they
Facts.
still watch the story. And what I learned about these type of stories is nobody wants to. Nobody. Everybody wants to be Scarface until it's at the end.
This a SV Twiz exclusive.
Yo, this SV Twiz, the Hood Blogger. Y'all know how I carry it, man. We got my brother back in the building, man. Ruger, man. What's going on with you?
What it look like? What's the vibes?
Oh, man, I can't complain. You know, life is good, man. What's going on?
Oh man, I'm happy to be here, man. Life is beautiful.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I love to
Yup.
hear.
Yup.
I want to go a little different on this interview because our last one, we touched up a lot on the past. For a second, I just want you to put yourself in the shoes of a young artist that's just coming up today. What would you do if you was a new artist coming up in this day and time to get out there, to get popping as far as an artist?
I bet it all on myself. All on
Okay.
myself. Because at the end of the day, we independent. So, when you independent, you paying for everything, you doing everything. I put it all on my career.
Okay.
It's just gonna come back. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Now, what's your thoughts on like artists that's up and coming and they go straight to the streaming platforms, but they might not get that buzz? What do you think they should do to give them that extra oomph? Because you might put bread behind yourself. You might be
Mhm.
nice, but you might not have that light shed on you and your streams not popping. What do you think would be a smart move for them to, get rolling?
It won't hurt them to lock in a feature. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Somebody that's of your caliber in your lane. You know what I mean? If you could get it off the arm, that'd be love. You got to kick a couple of dollars. That could work too. But it's all about stealing somebody's algorithm. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
These powers that be done came up with this called algorithm, and you just you might have to slide into another algorithm just to get in the loop, and then once you get in that loop, it's on you from there. That's
That's a
just a recommendation. You know what I mean? It works.
that's a fact. I talked to an artist. I did an interview with him, and I think he's from North Carolina. And he was talking about like, he pushed music, he put it on like the streaming platforms, but he also do footwork. So what he had got like these, it's like little debit cards, and he sell them like CDs. It got the QR code of like his music on there, and
Okay.
he was able to copyright it and stuff, so nobody could take his music. I thought that was dope, and it kind of take it back to that CD era, that mixtape era.
Excuse me. No, I think that's kind of genius, and I think, like you said, the way you market it might just be a dope way of getting your music out there. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Because sometimes the music might not be that good, but a nigga might with your marketing strategy, and you know, it might be a way of opportunity to get in that way.
That's a fact. You know, growing up to, people like you and stuff like that we noticed that y'all had music. The music was hitting, but y'all gave us a lot of character. It added a lot of substance to it. Y'all was
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
heavy. You know what I mean? Now it's kind of like y'all set the path for that. Do you think that an artist can succeed a lot more by showing character on top of the music, or do you think as long as their music is hot, they good to go?
Nah, you gotta add a little character. You know what I mean? Character go a long way. You know what I mean? If a nigga vibe with you or feel like he know you, like me, like I walk the streets and niggas be thinking they know me. Yo, Ruger. Like
Facts.
I turn around, it's a dead fucking stranger. But
Fact.
my music and things that I've done in my career made people feel like they could relate to me, and that shit is all having character, my brother. You gotta have that sauce. You feel
Okay.
me? If you ain't got that sauce, then you know, pack it up.
That's a fact. And another thing is, you might even see artists that give you that character on camera and stuff like that, and then you meet them in person, and it's not the same. But talking to you, it's like you yourself all the time. You know what
Listen,
I
man,
mean?
you're gonna get Ruger on camera, off camera. You know what I mean? In the country, out the country. You feel what I'm
Fact,
saying? Like this, this shit got to be in you now. It's not on you. You know what I mean?
facts. That's a fact. Like
Yeah.
say for instance now that it might be like somebody that want to do like a record label and stuff like that. Like how y'all had like Dipset, and then we can talk like Rockefeller. Do you think that it's really possible to do that now? Because it's like now it's not really as many groups and stuff as it was back in the day.
Hell yeah, niggas could do it. It just take a bunch of young niggas loving each other, not letting no sucker shit come between them, and
Mhm.
and setting the standards. It's more easier now. You got social media,
That's a fact. That's a fact.
so you know it's gonna take a lot of niggas with no ego that want to
Mhm.
win, and it could be done.
That's a fact. So, Rug, I know you've been working and stuff like that. Can you let some of the people know what's up and coming and stuff that you got plans for?
Yeah, man, me and Jay are right about to drop this double trouble. This shit
Okay.
about to fuck the streets up. You know what I mean? Few big names on this one. This
Mm,
one right here is just gonna set the tone. Like me and Jay right was been supposed to put an album out together. We've been talking about it our whole fucking career. So it's just the time and the stars is lined up. So now it's just perfect timing.
this right here is crazy because I don't know if you remember during our last interview, you was talking about you and JR was supposed to have been cooking up something. So that's love, man. The streets
Yes,
gonna go crazy.
it came to fruition. You feel me? So
Yeah,
we like 5, 6 songs in. Production crazy. Nah, we gonna fuck the streets up with this one.
oh man, the streets definitely waiting on that. We know
Yeah,
what y'all two do together, man. That's gonna be a
yeah,
good job for real, for real.
yeah,
Like
yes, sir.
so, like with behind the projects and stuff like that, you know, um, is y'all gonna eventually like do like a tour together and stuff like that too? That
Hell
would be lit.
yeah.
Yeah.
This ain't just no mixtape. It's like singles,
Okay.
videos, nice rollout. We was just on TMZ talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Facts.
now it's gonna be a nice rollout.
That's heavy. Like who in Ruger playlist right now? Like who do you listen to today?
Mm. It's a mix, man. I'm a slash 90s nigga, 2000 early 2000s nigga.
Yeah.
So I might go Prodigy, I might go Future, might go
Okay.
some Woo, uh pretty much R&B,
Yeah.
you know. I'm different. Like I don't listen to a lot of the shit that's out right now. You feel me? I'm an old school
Yeah.
nigga. So I'm gonna go through some old Hove and
Yeah.
old Prodigy, old Nas. Like I'm an old nigga. Like I like the old shit, the 90s shit.
I agree. Me too, man. I love that 90s stuff, especially from when the music had, I don't want to discredit, nothing that's going on now, but the substance was so crazy. You know what I mean? You really get stories, you really get different energy from different tracks.
Hmm.
Do you think that we lack in the R&B field today?
Yeah, we do. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? The songs that's out right now just make you want to fuck a bitch and kick out your house. You feel me? The R&B back then made you want to make love to that bitch. Made you want to sing to her outside her window. You know what I mean? Shit like that. You wanted to make love to a bitch. Now it's
Yeah.
just you just want to fuck a bitch to the song.
They don't even be trying to hit them notes like back in the day.
Nah.
They used to be cooking back in the day, man. It's crazy. Everything is like so the same when it comes to the R&B right now.
It's some good R&B out there right now, but the whole
Yeah,
genre is like fucked up.
yeah. And now it's stuck in like one bracket now. So that I mean that's something that we would like to see the R&B step up, man. I think it might switch though. I'm starting to think that the music game is going to go back to the substance that it used to have because just like for instance, you and JR, y'all about to drop the joint. I noticed how it was even when, you know, it was like the Kendrick and Drake back and forth. You know, they people like the Kendrick bars. They love when Joey Badass was doing what he was doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it shows that the people still do enjoy, you know what I'm saying, those type of, you know what I'm saying, lyricisms and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's a good job, man. So you
Facts.
know, New York, y'all got a lot going on, man. I know I've seen a lot of people even talking about like the mayor and stuff like that. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
I fuck with the man.
Okay.
I fuck with him. He young, he understand the people. He on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? Rather him than these old white niggas who don't understand the people. You know what I'm saying?
And that's another thing. Like, what do you feel about, like, you know, having those type of mayors that the people can connect to, you know, voice their opinions? Because sometimes you can get, sometimes people will throw people under the bus. Like, let's just say for instance, like, if you was to go to like the mayor office and try to chop it up with them and be like, I think this would be good for the community. But sometimes an artist or somebody that got a name would get backlash for tapping in with the mayor. Like, what do you got to say about that?
Nah, I think we, you know, I think it's cool, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We got a voice. We set the tone with the culture, so it's only right that the politicians sit down with us and try to, you know, come to some mutual agreements.
Facts. We can never get the communities right if, you know, if those opinions not getting voiced. We see what's going on where even with with like the president and stuff like that, you see who be at his front step. You dig what I'm saying? Who be ready to go hard, and this is for the whole world. You know what I mean? So if we don't have people that is stepping up and voicing their opinion, then you know we never gonna get no type of things that we need. You dig what I'm saying?
Agreed. I agree.
So like with the music stuff, I gotta ask you that I meant to ask you already, but like if it was 3 dream features that you could have had dead or alive as far as artists, who would those 3 features be?
Oh man, I would love to have Luther Vandross on the hook.
Mm,
You know, Luther, uh, Big. Definitely love to do something with Big. And mm, who my third?
you gave us 3 already. I think you gave us Luther, Dirk,
Who?
and Big. You said Luther, Dirk, and Big.
I definitely didn't say Dirk, but free Dirk.
Oh, okay, my fault. I thought you said Dirk. My
Nah, I said Luther. Nah, definitely free
my,
Dirk though.
my fault. All
Luther,
right, so
Big, and Prince.
okay, Prince. All right, that's a different mixture, but that's a good one right there.
Yeah.
It been topics about that, man. You know, who was the hottest, Prince or Michael Jackson? I'm more of a Michael Jackson guy, man, but a lot of people be rocking with Prince.
I grew up heavy Michael, but you know, the
Yeah,
older me learned to appreciate the fuck out of Prince.
yeah,
Nigga play
yeah,
on every instrument, man.
yeah. I heard he was a real person too, man. They said they said he used to be in his bag when
And he had them ladies. He had Vanity, he had Apollonia.
yeah.
Nah, Prince had them joints.
I think that was him who they was saying that he was nice on with in basketball too. I heard that he was cooking people like with shoes on and stuff like that. I'm like,
I
oh
heard
man.
that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
heard that.
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so I was gonna ask you about the what you thought about the upcoming fight, but I believe they canceled that, the joint between Tank and Jake Paul. But even though that they canceled it, do you what you think about like people that are boxers that's doing like these exhibition matches and stuff like that? Do you think
I, I, I ain't really into the exhibition thing. I think they fake. I think they
Mhm,
scripted. I ain't into
mhm.
scripted boxing.
You know, another topic that been going on in New York, you probably knew I was gonna ask you about this, like what's your thoughts on Max B, coming home and stuff like that?
Welcome home to Max B. Max B did 16 years, man. Welcome home
Fact,
to the wave, you know what I mean? It's all love.
fact,
Max is a funny motherfucker, you know. A lot of character,
absolutely.
you know. I have a lot of character, so you know. I always gravitate towards niggas who got a lot of character. So, you know, I definitely want to see him get back to where he need to be, man. 16 years is a long motherfucking time.
Long time, man. I tell you one thing, the streets would love to see y'all work together in the future. You know what I mean? It'd be real lit. You dig what I'm saying? Like you said, y'all all had a lot of character, and y'all also grew a lot and matured a lot. Y'all used to be on that shit back then. Like, yeah, but y'all also understood the business of it. And I think that the spaces that everybody is in, eventually, like that joint, it would be fire and it would be great. You
Listen,
know,
if the stars line up, if everything line up, you know what I mean? You know, it is what it is. You feel me?
facts,
I don't stop greatness. You know what I'm saying? If we meant to be great together, then you know it'll definitely happen.
facts. That would be fire. And what's crazy about nowadays? It's like I've seen it happen numerous times. Artists and people with big names that it's like they would do a lot of time, and then when they come home, it's like people try to throw the people off and put stuff on their name. Like, what do you feel about that? Where people is like, a person can do a long bit and then they just try to, ruin a person when they get out of jail.
I don't get into niggas' politics and what the fuck they got going on besides the music. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we in an era where you know it's a culture, a community within a culture that like to tear niggas down as soon as they come home and shit like that. I don't participate in that. I
Yeah.
stick with the music. You know what I'm saying?
Well, one thing about Max B, you see the energy he got. That's probably like one of the greatest come homes in a minute, man. That whole rollout and stuff like that, and the energy he had. So, he gonna win regardless and stuff like that. You dig what I'm saying?
Yep.
So,
God bless to him, my brother.
yep,
Word.
yep, it is what it is. So let's get back to your project. Are you able to speak about any of the other artists that you work with besides JR, or do the people just gotta sit and wait?
What you mean by
not saying, I mean, wait
Nigga
for it to
said just
drop.
sit
I
and
ain't saying
wait.
like it's gonna take forever, but you know what I mean.
What you mean that's gonna be on a project?
Yeah, I'm talking about when the album y'all dropping.
Yeah, T.I. gonna be on there.
Yeah, okay,
T.I.'s on there, you know.
okay,
Uh it's a few surprises, man. It's just mainly me and JR Ryder, but for now, T.I. So you
okay,
already see
okay,
where I'm going with it. It ain't no low fries on this project.
okay. I already know. Yeah, that's all I was asking was, could we get a glimpse of who was on there? But like you said, y'all was only 5 tracks in anyway. Do y'all have like a um a set goal for tracks, or y'all just going to cook up and then towards the end be like, well, we're gonna give them this
We
amount of
cooking every day, so you know,
okay,
by next week we probably have 20 songs. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
So this shit moving fast, my nigga. This clockwork over here.
okay. That's fire.
Yeah.
I already know you a machine just from talking to you. You know what I'm saying? Got stuff going on and
Yeah, this
stuff
shit
like that.
clockwork.
Moving.
This shit clockwork.
Yeah, that's a
Mm-hmm.
fact.
Then after that, I'm dropping Earn My Spot, my project, and
Mm,
then we're gonna full throttle into the Matrix.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
For
Yeah.
for 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 a typical artist, what do you think that the average drop time should be? Do you think a person should wait to have something that has a lot of substance, or do you feel as though a artist has to drop within a certain amount of time? Because like back in the day, it seemed like artists always dropped at least something like around like once a year, whether it was like a mixtape, sometimes a few times a year. But now you see people like even like Wayne and stuff like that. They they would wait years to put into what they need to put into it and just drop.
A lot of artists is getting in different creative spaces, man. I can't tell a nigga when to drop, how to
Hmm.
drop. Some niggas might wake up one day and want to drop right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Some nigga might want to sit on it and see what other niggas is doing, then drop. So a
yeah,
lot of niggas got their own method to their madness. Me, I
yeah.
drop when I want to drop because now I have that luxury. Before I didn't. I was signing the labels, had to wait for they say so. Now I just go off.
Hmm. So
So yeah, that's what me and JR Wright are doing. We just going off. You know what
okay,
I'm saying?
okay.
3, 4 singles, then the project. Bow.
Mm. Yeah, that's gonna be fire. We already know what y'all two do together. Like with like the independent artists, I gotta ask you, like, do you have to, get with somebody as far as distribution, or can you just do everything by yourself? Because I know I hear a lot of artists that are independent, but they might be, have like a distribution deal. Do you need one to
Yeah,
really?
hell yeah, you need a distribution deal. I mean, you could get your
Okay,
own distribution deal, which gonna cost a couple of dollars if you want to go that route.
okay,
You know what I mean? It's called a white label deal where you getting all the money and you're handling everything, but a lot of artists ain't really that deep into the game like that. That's real true independency. So yeah, if you want to go to the distro kids or
mhm,
the United Masters, those are distribution companies. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
So yeah, I mean, you could go around them, but I wouldn't advise it if you not if you don't have the financial backing to push a project.
okay. Okay, I hear that. So, I'm just trying to get a understanding because I hear a lot of people talk about, oh, I'm independent but got this distribution. So you pretty much close that out. Now, like as far as like, I want to also get back because I'm asking you certain questions about as far as like upcoming artists. Because lately I've been bringing like a lot of people on the platform that's up and coming. So just hearing certain stuff from you that could help guide them
Right,
and stuff like that. So
right.
like you said, we spoke about the features and stuff like that. Can you tell the artists the importance of investing in themselves? Because something that sounds so basic, like you said, get somebody for a feature, but sometimes you be having artists where they might be cocky and they be like, I'm hot, I make good music, I'm not paying for no feature. What do you have to say for like people like that?
Then this is it's a lot of arrogant artists like that. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? But like I said, it depends what you want out of it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And like I said, a feature could get you into another artist's algorithm, and that could be beneficial to you. So a lot of young niggas don't want to pay, but niggas pay. Future paid.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Future paid Pharrell to be on the record. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like so, like I don't know. A lot of these young niggas look at it as, oh, I'm not paying. Is you pay, you get what you pay for, correct?
that's true. That's true.
So, if you want something, you gonna have to pay. And the niggas that don't want to pay, unfortunately, stay where they at.
That's a fact. And that money gonna get spent somewhere. Why not? Like you said, you putting it on yourself. It's not like you just giving somebody some money just to stand around them. You know what
That's
I
what they
mean?
looking at it as, but they'll go
Yeah.
trick on one of these funky ass bitches. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? They'll go buy a bottle when they
Yeah.
could have gave that $1,000 or $2,000 to an artist who they like, or trying to like get into the algorithm, and it took them further. So it's not like you got to watch those type of niggas because those type of niggas is going to spend the money anyway.
Mm,
So if a nigga gonna tell you, well, I ain't paying for no features, but he out in the club, he got wild designer on, you'll give
hmm.
it to this fucking European fashion designer that don't give a
Yeah.
fuck about you, but you won't give a nigga $2,000 to jump on a song to take your career farther. It's mismanagement of money.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
It's no
That's all
different than
that shit is.
Yeah. Yeah. No different than whatever you're doing in life, even if you're not doing music or whatever. Like, got an LLC, you got to pay for that get back.
Yo, bro, I
Sometimes,
watch niggas in business. I watch niggas pay just to get introduced to a nigga and still didn't get the business deal. But they wound up getting other business deals through that method because shit costs.
you do.
It costs. I see
It
niggas
do.
pay 100,000, 200,000 just to get a meeting with a nigga.
Sheesh.
Yeah. But that meeting was gonna make them 2-3 million.
Mm,
So it's what you willing to pay for.
that's a fact. And those relationships is everything. And also when the person is looking at you, let's just say a person is already a multi-millionaire and they see you hungry. A person might have had, let's say a person had 250,000 and he paid 100 for that meeting. That shows that that person got that drive. Like the biggest hustlers would spend their last dollar, and then you might be like, "Damn, my last dollar is in, but I gotta make this back." And then the return be great. You know what I mean? Then after that, you just keep rolling and stuff like that. And plus,
You know that little cute bitch in your city who thinks she all that, but if she go to another city, niggas wouldn't even look at that funky bitch.
facts,
That's how some of these artists are. Yeah,
facts.
okay, a few niggas is streaming, your shit, his numbers is okay. But if
Mm,
you walk the mall in North Carolina, niggas wouldn't even know who the fuck you are, gang.
mm,
So are you really hot?
mm.
Don't let these numbers lie to you. And that's what a lot of these artists do. They let these funky ass numbers that they looking at lie to them. Nah, go to another city and walk that mall and see if 2-3 niggas walk up to you and say, yo, that new shit you put out, I'll fuck with you. I ain't drop a mixtape in 3 years and I get that everywhere I go.
Mm.
Yo, Ruger, yo, when you drop it, you can't point half these niggas out on the lineup, but they got 100 million streams and million followers and 200.
That's true.
Go walk the mall in Atlanta and see if 2 niggas say they like the last song you put out.
Mm. That's true.
The Rats is hotter than these niggas out here. Woody and you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's like, chill out, homeboy. I think you need to pay a few niggas for some features.
that's a fact. That's a fact.
You feel me? No disrespect to the YNs or the young niggas that's working, but
Mhm.
don't let these fucking numbers lie to you, nigga. We
Yeah,
are in a digital age. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I was popping before the digital age, and I'm popping in the digital age. So I'm just trying to help these young niggas make it make sense. These numbers is lying to y'all. You feel what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
I fucking got 1 million followers, can't sell 1 million records. All right.
Mm.
Shit is crazy out here.
Got a million followers, can't sell 500,000 records.
Talk about it.
Yeah, it's
So,
crazy. That's crazy. You hit it on the nose. And I think a lot of people do get that caught up, even if it's like Instagram, this person might have this, and then sometimes you got people that pay for them too, and still act like they, I'm saying, pay for the followers and act like they earned it from scratch, man. And
it's the
and it's
world we
crazy.
living in.
And it's crazy because if you got a solid fan base, you might have, let's just say a person might have 500,000 followers on their music or whatever. Even if they got 20,000 of those people that really love their music, the middleman is cut out. You can roll the merch out. You can do this. You can do that. It's so many ways you can work it. So now it's
Yeah,
all
you
about the
can.
hustle. You know what I mean? So now it's all about the hustle, and it's
And
so
like
much
you
easier.
said, character. A lot of these niggas don't got character. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? A lot of
Hmm.
niggas don't got character. Character goes a long motherfucking way, my boy.
That's a fact.
Goes a long way.
And even if you is hot and you make great music, that don't mean nobody owe you nothing. You know what I mean? I can't be like, I'm jumping in Philly and come over to Ruger, like, Ruger, what's up, man? My name's so and so. I'm jumping, like, and you can be like, all right, well, what's the business? Now you taking the time out of somebody else's day. You know what I mean? So
Right.
you got to be mindful of that. Time is valuable. You know,
This is facts.
and also with speaking of that, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just want to get back into we about to close it out. Is there anything else that you have that you want to tell the people about outside the project that you and JR is working on and the singles and stuff that's about to drop?
Me and JR is actually working on a record label together.
Ooh.
You feel what I'm saying? We developing that. We looking for artists. We looking for producers. So any young niggas that got some talent and you know, your goals and aspirations align with us, come fuck with us. We'll put your project out, put some money behind it, and give you a shot.
Oh, that's heavy.
Yes,
That's
you want to
heavy.
get next to me? Hit my socials. We're looking for artists, young fly niggas that want to get this motherfucking paper, work hard, and stay out of motherfucking trouble. Come fuck with us, and we outside with it.
That's all. And like y'all heard, stay out of trouble, man. If y'all want this, come get it. It's too easy to get booked, man. There's so much cameras and
Yeah, that
everything
shit
around.
corny, man. Like I went to
Yeah,
jail and I came home from jail, can't pick me up. I never went back, nigga. I love this life. Like if you don't
exactly.
love this shit, nigga, get the fuck away from it. It's
Facts.
gonna come with some trials and tribulations, but you gotta navigate, my boy. You feel me? It's a lot of niggas I want to kill, but I don't want to throw this life away. There's a lot of niggas I want to get the fuck out of here. You feel me? But I don't want to throw this life away, and I'm gonna let God sort them out. So you know, you gotta roll with those type of punches if you really want this lifestyle.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And we all know for those of us that been in them jails, when you get in them jails, all you thinking about is coming home. You miss eating off a regular plate, laying in the bed regular. You know what I'm saying? All the extra stuff. So you only get one shot at this, man. You know, so for those of y'all that want to chase y'all dream and y'all taking it serious, make sure y'all reach out to Rug, man, because Rug's solid. And if you really dedicated to it and really got that drive,
Yes, sir,
Rug gonna
Ski.
show love.
Yeah, yeah, that
So
part.
So I really appreciate your time, Ruger. It really mean a lot to me, bro. I'm gonna let you go ahead because I know you got a lot of stuff to do, man.
It's all love,
And
Twiz. You know I fuck with you. You feel what I'm saying?
same here. I appreciate you.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm gonna stay in contact, man. You know, you have a great day, and we looking forward to the project, man. The streets
Appreciate you.
getting done.
Appreciate you. And we gonna send you some exclusive music before it come out so you can see what we working with.
Oh, that's love. That's
Yeah.
classic right there.
Uh-huh.
Appreciate you, Rug. Much love.
No problem, my brother.
All right.
Salute.
Salute.